Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be sharing my article that I found by Ohashi, Woofit, Jackson, and Nixon, written in 2013. Hold on, because the title of the article is a little bit of a doozy. It is Discourse, Culture, and Extraordinary Experiences, Observations from a Comparative Qualitative Analysis of Japanese and UK English Accounts of Paranormal Phenomenon. So, stories about the paranormal tend to catch our attention, but it's often because we want to hear descriptions of glowing apparitions, manifestations, or the images people see during their near death experiences. However, what the authors of the current study were interested in investigating were the ways in which those from Japan and the UK differed in their descriptions of their paranormal experiences, conclusions to their stories about those experiences, and in the ways they attempted to ensure their reports appeared objective and believable. To investigate, the researchers recorded interviews with 6 Japanese participants, and the comparative UK samples came from previous research done by the second author. It's not specified how many UK samples are used, though 4 accounts are included in the article. It is also unspecified whether or not interviews were mediated. This means it's unclear whether or not interviews occurred face-to-face or if technology was used for facilitation. It is noted that some interviews occurred in Japan while others occurred in the UK. After collecting data from interviews, one of the authors, a Japanese national, attempted to translate the Japanese interviews into English in a way that preserved literal meanings. These translated texts were turned into transcriptions, or a typed version of the recorded interview. The authors did note that their translations of the Japanese data were somewhat crude, and therefore could possibly detract from in vivo speech, or speech that's specific to a group in its local context. Ironically, this is something the authors stated that they wanted to avoid. Transcriptions of the UK English interviews were also created. Then collectively, the conversations recorded during interviews were analyzed. Results from these analyses suggested that there are 2 important cultural differences in the way these paranormal stories are told, but that these differences are buried in the detail of their design. First, accounts of paranormal experiences by Japanese participants were economical, meaning that they got straight to the point and did not elaborate unless they were asked to do so. The researchers referred to this type of description as being terminal implicative. Alternatively, UK participants provided much more detailed accounts before ending their stories. Second, it appears as though there are many differences in the ways that Japanese and UK speakers manage issues pertaining to objectivity and believability when structuring their stories. For example, Japanese participants often used mundane language to describe their experiences, while UK participants are more extreme and attempt to address arguments against their factuality more overtly. However, the authors suggested that this would need to be elaborated upon by future research, and the researchers are vague in their findings about conversational features pertaining to how participants attempt to prove that they are believable. So that's my summary of the article. I'm now going to answer your questions, and if you're interested, I do have the accounts from the article with me. Thank you.